In the last video, we hiked along McGee Creek in the Sierra Nevada mountains, chasing the last days of autumn. The scenery was breathtaking, but the wind caused more trouble than expected, leaving my tent zipper jammed just as I was getting ready for the night.
It's so annoying to get out of the tent this way, and I'm really afraid that I damage it even more. And so I'm going to try to fix it by rinsing water over that place. I know it's going to be windy again today, so the problem is going to start all over again. But maybe I can get it to budge so I can open up the zipper all the way. And if that doesn't work, I just have to do it carefully at home. But I'll give it one shot and we'll see what happens. This is really hard. I don't think I'm gonna have much luck with this. This has very sensitive zippers apparently. Don't think this is gonna work. If I can't fix it at home, I'm gonna see if I can get this tent replaced or have them replace the zipper. No, it just doesn't go past this spot. I don't even have to try it. That's terrible. This is, I think, my third trip with this tent. And the zipper is already broken. I wonder if these clouds will bring any snow later. There was a 20% chance of snow today. 20 minutes later and it looks like this. I think we may actually do get some snow. I was going to film some more scenes in the light in the fall again for my new channel, Whispers and Dreams. I may still be able to do that, but now there is no more sun. Well, my friends, we have a few snowflakes. The first for me for the season. It's not a whole lot, but maybe it doesn't even show up on the camera. Maybe. Yeah, this site that I use for the weather is pretty good. I'm gonna link it in my description so you can find it. It narrows down the area where you go to really well, and the predictions have been right most of the time. So I'm really happy with that. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot colder today. I'm probably not gonna stay out for too long. And we'll see how the weather is doing. I love those colors, how how they switch from dark in the shade to this bright yellow with the sun. It's so amazing. I'm going back the trail that we went yesterday to capture a few more things. And I think the mountains have more snow than they did yesterday. Let's see. Pretty sure it's more than yesterday. I saw this path yesterday when we were hiking, and I was curious where it leads to. And I think there might be a camp up here. You see horse droppings here. I know they take horses up here too. And that would be quite a sight if you camp up here. I followed this trail for a little bit. Super rocky, but it doesn't look like there's a camp or anything. It seems to just turn back down to the main trail, which is too bad. Up here it looks so cool. You're out of the way, people wouldn't see you. But there's nowhere to camp up here. Everything is rugged, lots and lots of rocks coming down here and trees. So yeah, it's just a little detour, I guess. It was worth it for the view, though. This is my last meal. That sounds very dramatic. Haven't been for this trip. I am very tired of this wind. I have to say that. It's cold and it's just never stopping. But I kind of knew that coming here, so this was my last chance to catch the leaves, and I didn't want to miss it. It was beautiful. It's a chicken pesto. One good thing about eating out of your pot is you can just heat it up again, because it was getting cold. So I gave it a quick boil, and now it's super hot and delicious. Who knows, maybe one day I'll come back here and actually head up to the lakes that I didn't get to see. There are lots of lakes up there, and then there's a path to go over. But I think the most beautiful part is what we saw, because of all the leaves. And I captured a lot of beautiful scenes for my second channel, Whispers and Dreams, as well. And remember, it's going to be in the description if you're curious and you want to check it out. I'll link specifically the videos that I shot over here in the description once I have them finished. So yeah, they should be amazing. I didn't get any Gouda this time because I didn't go shopping where I normally go. So I just grabbed something else really quick on the way. And I hope it's good. But now I just have to try and get into this thing here. The struggles of camping. Normally I really like to have everything already in bite sizes and prepped. And there just wasn't any time to do this time. And that's why now I struggle. That's really good too. Here's our traditional little bottle of wine, which I may not even finish because it's chilly and the tripod wants to fall over. But I have to drink some of it. Well, if I get it open anyway. Oh my god. Oh. Well, here's to you, my friends, for sticking with me, even if my plans don't go as I hoped. Cheers. Yeah, so today would have been the day to summit the mountain here in the Sierra Nevada. And I had a plan for this weekend. And of course, if you watched my last video, you know that I had problems with my knees from a previous hike. And that it just wasn't reasonable to try to do this weekend. And well, you've been with me if you watched this video now. You've seen how the weekend was. It was extremely windy and cold. And I can't even imagine trying to summit it even without my problems with my knees. It would be so extremely cold up there, or probably impossible with the wind and even snow up there already. So, yeah. I guess in a way it worked out after all that I didn't go this weekend and that I had just pushed it to next year. I think around June or so would be the best, May or June, when the days are super long and warm already, and I'll have many more months to train and go on hikes and everything. So I think I'll be better prepared and with a much better weather window than we have right now. This would not be fun right now. On a 10-hour, 12 or 14 hours even on a hike on this summit day alone. That's not even counting the time you spend getting to your initial camp. So yeah, it still kind of sucks, but I just kind of made peace with it now. Good morning, my friends. As you can see, I'm tucked away a little bit more than I usually am here in the tent. It's just around 32 degrees now in here. And I woke up last night and checked the temperature around 4 o'clock. And it was 28 degrees in here and 26 outside. I tested it with my trusty little thermometer and my wind speed measuring device, which I had brought just for this trip because I knew it was going to be very windy and I wanted to check the wind speed. So now I just have to figure out, first of all, how to pack my things without being able to open the door. I guess I just have to try to do this inside here. What I really would like to do is clean everything off of that sand and then pack it up. There's just this fine layer of sand everywhere. It was so bad when we came back yesterday. And that's just hard to do when the door is not working properly. sun is almost here, just another minute or so. And I will make my coffee here because it's such a beautiful location, and I wanted to have one more meal here. So. There it is. Good morning. Are you looking for the waterfall?
Is there one?
Well, it's a little bit small. It's right there.
That's what I'm guessing. Maybe in April or May it would be bigger.
Yeah, I think so. Right
Yeah.
now, it's a little underwhelming.
Yeah. No, but it's worth getting up here.
Yeah.
I don't even care about the waterfall.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we can go and see it, but
We slept here last night?
Yeah.
Not cold?
I have a really warm sleeping bag. Yeah. Yeah, it was below freezing, but it was very warm in my bag.
Okay.
uh-huh. I keep telling her she doesn't believe me that there are such good
I'm
sleeping
always
bags.
cold.
Oh yeah, it's huge. It's really puffy.
Grace, I'm just on your
Enjoy your morning.
Yeah, you'll see us on the way back.
Sounds good. I'll be here. It was just a coincidence. I had my camera still running, and yeah, it just proves that everybody is so nice out here. It really is true. There's so much bitterness in the world right now, and if you need a little bit of kindness in your life, just come out here, come out into nature, and talk to the people out here, and you'll find so many nice people out here. People that will help you, people that will listen to your stories. It's it's just a different world, and maybe more people need to be outdoors and need to be in nature to maybe to be more kind themselves, you know. And I just see it on every trip, on every hike, no matter where I go and where in the country or even in the world. It's the same everywhere. And it's proof that not all hope is lost. There are just a lot of really good people out there still. So if you're looking for some, if you haven't met any in a while, go out there, find a trail where you live, and just talk to the people that are out there. I can't say it often enough. So I'm sitting here enjoying the rest of my coffee, and a total of 4 more people came up here. Everybody friendly, of course, but it turns out that on all trails there's a trail that ends over here at this waterfall, up here in this spot where I'm sitting. And so that's why I had all these people come up here, and probably the last few days people came up here all the time, but it's okay. So everybody was like, where's the waterfall? And of course it's this tiny little thing right now. I'm sure it's beautiful in the spring, but right now it's just really tiny. And so we just all chatted, and one of the persons, she was a teacher and just doing a huge tour all day long to different lakes and different fall locations to do mini hikes and experience it. And that sounds like a really great idea, and maybe that's something to do next year. Who knows? But so what, 6 people came up here in that short time when I had my breakfast. But yeah, I can't prolong it any longer. I have to figure out how to pack up my stuff in this half-broken tent and head back down. I think it's time for a new tripod too. Everything's breaking on this trip. This leg keeps falling off. But I had this thing for so long, maybe for 6 years now. And it's going on every trip with me. So it can't handle all the filming anymore. This is so complicated to do. This would be so much easier if I could do this all in the tent. But that's how it goes. Someone is flying a drone here, and it's not allowed. Of course, people always break the rules. I would love to fly my drone here, but I will always follow the rules. So everything is so dirty. Every piece of gear that I have is dirty and dusty. I had this compression sack for probably 6 or 7 years now, and it has always been nice and bright and beautiful. And now it's dirty. Everything is going to get washed at home. But it is kind of amazing how small this gets. You saw how big that sleeping bag was. It was so hard to manage when I first got it out of the tent, and now it fits into something like this. It's really cool. Look at all this dust here that blew in over the last few days. It's so dirty. This has never happened before on any of my trips. The only exception might be when I was still sea kayaking in Georgia and Florida, and we were camping right on the beach, and the sand got into the tent also. But it's kind of expected there, but here I really didn't expect it. So this mattress is so dirty. It's gonna need a really good cleaning. Like, I can feel the grit on this, and I'm gonna roll it up, and it can't be good for the material. I mean, it's good material to begin with, but any kind of sand like this on all of the gear, I mean, look at this. It's just not good. I'm gonna have to be really careful at home, vacuum and wash everything up. So piles and piles of dirt.
I've packed up camp in rain, snow and wind before, but never quite like this. Never with a broken zipper and a layer of dirt on all my gear. It made everything harder than it needed to be. Then I spotted something. A flat, perfectly clean rock, sheltered from the wind and dust. It made packing so much easier. Sometimes it's the smallest discoveries that make all the difference.
Even after 3 days of storm, these guylines are still tight. They haven't budged one little bit. That was the perfect test, and I am so happy with them. Yep, and I never once tripped over them because they're so bright.
At this point, I started losing track of how many people passed through my camp. I'd never stayed at such a popular spot before, which made the quiet evenings even more precious. But I didn't mind. Everyone was friendly and curious about how I managed to camp in such cold weather. I had great conversations and maybe even found some new hiking partners. My plan to leave right after breakfast vanished with each friendly chat. And before I knew it, I was starting my walk back to the car after lunch. On the way back, I met even more wonderful people, 2 of whom turned out to be my trail angels. Remember my broken tripod? I'd lost one of its legs, twice, and both times someone had picked it up for me. As I made my way back up the trail looking for it, they handed it back with a smile. 2 completely different generations, but both with the same generous spirit. That's why I love it out here. If you're ever searching for kindness, this is where you'll find it, on the trail. While many hikers were just beginning their journey up the valley, I was making my way down toward the parking lot. The scenery shifted from alpine peaks back to high desert. Crickets chirped along the way, and my thoughts drifted back to my tent. Will I be able to fix that broken zipper at home? You'll find out in the next video.